How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of my trip to Thailand to study Muay Thai. In this week's episode, we go through a few day in and day outs at Santai Muay Thai. And at the end of the episode, I actually go through a bit of a snafu in regards to doing a border run to renew my visa, because Thailand has a very interesting visa system that they got going for themselves. You can't stay to sum it up, you can't your visa, you can't just get a visa for as long as you're gonna stay. You got to do some shit with going to a border, crossing the border, coming back. But I'll explain all that when we get to it in the video. So I hope you guys are able to enjoy the show. If you like what I've been doing so far, I'm uploading every Wednesday. I'd appreciate any form of engagement, a like, comment, subscribe. That'll be wonderful to help me along my way. So with all that YouTube stuff out of the way, let's get into the show. Hope you guys can enjoy it. So we're opening up at a restaurant that I ended up, well, not only I, but the class frequents. It's the Santai Cafe. It's right up the road from the school, and what's great about this place is that it's the go-to spot for breakfast. They have these soups, and I get it with, I don't get any noodles in them, but I get them with vegetables, 3 eggs, and no bean sprouts, because bean sprouts are disgusting. But it's very cheap, and it's a very filling, very satisfying soup. So if you like eating stuff with some chopsticks and having a big bowl of soup and noodles, if you want to have noodles, this is the place to go. It's right up the road, and it's incredibly cheap and good too. And I've never gone sick from eating there, so I can vouch for it. Just be mindful, near the plants they actually have a lot of wasp nests, so be careful. The view is beautiful, the food is really good. It's a great way to start meeting classmates, and their coffee and their soups and dishes are very tasty. And then after breakfast, I went to the gym and I put in some more time into my solo training. I also found this cat. He'd come into the gym, and he was just very friendly, so I'm willing to bet that he probably belonged to one of the teachers. I don't know his name, but he was super nice, and he always hung out with me. And then later that day, I did a personal session with Poye.
No, you don't bite that. You don't bite that. You grab these cheeks and you pull on them.
So after my session with Poye, I went ahead and grabbed my camera and went for a walk around the local markets near San Kamphaeng. That's the town that Santai is located in.
Pardon me, sir.
Ui.
Not gonna lie, I think I can get some pretty good photos here in the market, but problem is I'm not really into the whole squatting down, because the smell here is a range of sometimes floral, sometimes septic-y. Sometimes it smells fresh, sometimes it smells like it's decomposing. So I don't know. I'm still gonna try to take some photos while I'm here. wish I could say that it smelled really good right now. It smells like trash. I don't know how anyone can have an appetite with this stench. Still kind of crazy that I'm here. I don't know, I've been here for months and it's such a surreal experience being here. I mean, I love every second of it and I hate that it's already August. It's like not just to August, it's almost like halfway through August. Oh, I wish I had more time. I wish it was still June. Time went by way too quickly. But I've been loving it. Honestly, like this is paradise for me. I have everything I could ever want here, and I honestly cannot wait to come back here next and do this shit all over again.
Check it out. Praying mantis. Ooh. That's cool. Do something. Yeah. That's cool. I don't see those in.
Okay, so now we're opening up to me getting ready to go to Vietnam to do a border run. So to elaborate a bit more, the way things work in Thailand in regards of visa, you can't stay in Thailand the entire time as long as you want. Depending on what visa you have, which is essentially just permission for you to stay in a country, you either can get an extension or you have to do a border run. The most typical case, what people do is they apply for the 2-month visa back in their country. Of course, I'm from the United States, so we go ahead and we get our I just realized I'm wearing the same fucking shirt that I wear in all my other. It's too late now. What do you call it? So the way it typically works is people would get their. So the way it typically works is people would get their 2-month visa back home. This is something you can do online. And then once you have your 2-month visa, when you get to Thailand, you go into an immigration office, as I showed how in a previous video, and you get what's called a visa extension. So look through my playlist, the one that says visa extension, that's the one that walks you through the process of what it's essentially like to go through that whole process. But once your extension is up, and in my instance, I was in Thailand for 6 months. So I had to once you get one extension, that you can't get any other extensions. You have to leave the country and come back in. One thing that you can do is you can fly to another country and come back in, and that's how you can do your border run. And through flights, you can do as many border runs as you want. So there's no limitation. The only limitations are the ones on ground. If you're taking a bus to a border and cross that border and come back, you can only do that twice in a year. So I'm going to let this whole thing play out because I don't know if I go into the details of what ended up happening to me in the airport, but I hope you guys can enjoy this shit show.
Well, in a series of maximally unfortunate events, I'm gonna have to miss my flight because apparently I need a visa to enter Vietnam. Never knew about that. Today of all days, there's a holiday, convenient, that goes between now and all the way to the day that I actually have to leave the country. So I don't even think I'm gonna be able to get Vietnam's probably not even gonna be my choice to do a border run. So yeah, I think I might actually just have to do a regular ass border run to Laos or some shit because I'm not, in order for me to pay for like the visa application process to be expedited so that way I can get my my visa and everything in time. I'd have to spend $350. So I can't, it's too late to get a refund on my flight. So that's $150 down the drain. Probably too late for me to get a refund on my hotel. Another 20 bucks down the drain, and it is what it is. And now I got to figure out what the fuck am I gonna do. And by the way, let me just set the stage. Today was my day that, as I'm sure YouTubers or anyone knows, that I've been microdosing shrooms. Okay, the entire time that I've been on my trip. Today was a day where I took a dosage. Today my dosage was from mushrooms that were different from the ones that I've been typically taking. I took a little bit larger than I should have, and now I am tripping on shrooms. I can't make it to my flight because of visa shenanigans. There is a national holiday preventing me from doing it, and essentially I got to go back to square one and do this shit all over and figure out another plan. And you know what? I'm strangely happy because now I got to think of a plan B. So I think what plan B is gonna be, yeah, I can't go back walking the other way, man. I'm tripping on shrooms right now so bad. The smell of the food is gonna make me want to throw up. Hold on, I gotta see something. Alright, cool. So I just kind of love how all of this played out. This was supposed to be an easy ass. I go to Vietnam for a couple days. I relax. I get, you know, I get to kick my feet up and just do nothing for a little bit, but that didn't happen. And instead I have all this visa shenanigans, and oh, just by happenstance there's also a national holiday, and you can't get a visa too fucking bad unless you spend like $500. And you know, you think that's enough, but that's not even the worst part, because like as I was about to leave, and I said, because I said it in the last video about me microdosing on shrooms, and I just think it's kind of funny that it's like, I don't know what the fuck possessed me thinking that it'd be a good idea to deal with anything airport related via mushrooms. You know, because all I want to do right now is move, and the last thing I want to do is sit down and fill out documents and shit like that. That's why when they told me, oh, you got to fill out a visa, I was like, all right, fuck, fill out paperwork, whatever. But nope, it's gonna take some time. It takes a couple days, and it's like, shit, dude. Massive L's all around, and now here I am headed back to my room. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna chill today, and then tomorrow get a hotel room somewhere in Chiang Mai in the center, go in there, enjoy the market, the Sunday night market, and then from there I'm gonna go do a border run, and then probably, you know, go do some touristy shit in Chiang Mai. But right now I'm just waiting for my Grab driver to get back, and when I get back I'm going for a long walk to smoke some, and to get some weed to smoke. Because man, oh man, all right, this motherfucker is not moving, so I'm gonna go ahead and cancel. Yeah, that was kind of rough, but hope the driver has to cancel other reasons. Like, motherfucker, I'm about to cancel on you. Get your fucking ass over here, otherwise. Oh my god, is this guy even moving? Motherfucker ain't moving. Okay, well, I don't know. I just feel like I can't say emotionally kicked in the head. I mean, I guess a little bit, but I feel like I got spiritually like smacked around, dude. As weird as that. Hey, look at that. Hey, I'm in America. Home sweet home. But it just feels like I got rocked, and then I dealt with a bunch of dumbass shit, and then now it's like, okay. Oh, sweet, the motherfucker's moving. Dude, I just want to go lay down, probably take like a 20-minute nap, and then go buy some weed. Oh my god, what a shit show it's been. So I finally found a good meal for a good price. I got all this stuff for like, is it $6?
around $6. Gotta put the restaurant in the video if I can find it. Check that shit out. I don't know, bro. I was eating and I was like, I should be recording this because this is a bomb ass meal. Actually, it's actually kind of nice to eat something that's a little bit different than the typical stuff that's around, because the problem with Grab is that after a while you just like, you start to eat the same thing and you get tired. You get tired of it and you like to have a steak and something that isn't fries and pork or noodles and something, or some soup or some shit like that. You want to eat something that's a bit more closer to home. That shit's dope. Well, guys, I hope you were able to enjoy this week's episode. It was definitely a real kick to the head when I got to the airport and I realized that I was not going to be boarding the plane and I was going to be missing my flight because I didn't need a visa. Always make sure to check to see if whatever country you're going into, if you need a visa before you can even make any plans. But that's something I overlooked. But these things happen, and then in next week's episode we're going to be going over what the border run is like, as well as me getting into some, as I put it, touristy shit. So if you guys liked what you've been seeing so far, I'm uploading every Wednesday. A like, a comment, subscribe would do me absolute wonders, and I would really appreciate that. It would help me along my YouTube journey, and I will catch you guys in next week's episode. Peace.